Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Samp&Chance Boxing. I'm your host, Bobby Sampson. Joined as always, my man in the Vancouver, Canada shirt. Nice shirt, buddy.
I'm
Mr. Chance Michaels. How are you, bud?
doing good, man. You?
Can't complain, can't complain. The weekend is here. We got one big fight happening this weekend in the slow month of April, I guess, until
hmm
we get to May 2nd. But we'll get to that, man. But before that, let's talk about what happened this past weekend here. We had Hrgovic and Joyce, the juggernaut. We also had Tim Tszyu defending or making his return to Australia. Um, wow, what a night of okay fights. Would you agree or disagree?
I thought the Philip Hrgovic Joyce fight was good. I thought what I what I what I thought it would be. It's two El Animal versus Juggernaut, two big guys coming forward. I said it on another show I was on. Joyce is going to come forward. He had Hrgovic on the ropes, but Hrgovic was just too slick of a boxer for was hitting him too much. They clashed heads. I thought that would be a turning point for Joyce, but he
Well,
wasn't able to
yeah,
capitalize on it. But he's
I just
lost 4 to 5 fights. He said he's not going to retire. I mean, he didn't really get hurt this fight, but his best days are definitely behind him. He just lost his reflex. He's 39 years old. He's a big guy. Once you hit 35, your power stays, but your reflexes slow down. When you just lose half that second, it makes all the world. Instead of blocking that punch, you get hit with it.
no, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching the fight. I'm like, this is very lumbering. Like, I just Hrgovic just kept going for that overhand.
Yep.
I just saw this just two lumbering guys in there.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they went the distance. I mean, respect to Hrgovic, I thought he was done. After that cut, his eye. I thought, okay, this is not going to go past the sixth or seventh round, but it just kept going and going, and Hrgovic pulled it out at the end. I have no problem with the decision. Should Joyce retire? Probably. But again, it's up to him to decide, right? I mean, if Derek Chisora can still go out there and do it, who knows, right?
Yeah, but Chisora seems like he has more fight left in him. It just
Yeah,
is. If you just watch Joyce's reflexes, they're just slow. Like
yeah.
he hits hard. He always comes forward. He pushes you back with his jab. He wants you on the ropes. And he did do that to Hrgovic many times throughout the night. He's just not able to capitalize on that. Hrgovic knew it was coming, was able to withstand all that in 10 rounds. It wasn't a bad fight. It's what I expected.
Yeah,
I thought my initial prediction was Hrgovic would get him out in about round 6, which I was wrong on, which is good. I'm glad I was wrong because I wanted to see Joyce do good, and he
yeah.
did all right. Some people, the commentators, depending what stream you're watching it on, they thought Joyce won. I didn't think he won. I thought the judges got it right, but the commentators thought Joyce did enough to win the fight, which I don't think is accurate.
Well, let's look at that was the first card that Queensberry had on DAZN as well. So
And now
uh
Hrgovic calling out Daniel Dubois for the rematch, so I don't know if that will happen, but
again,
we'll
I don't
see.
think Hrgovic looked that great either, though. I think
No,
he's
he
past
didn't.
prime as well, right? I mean, it's just not something I would want to tune into. Like I tune into it obviously, but it's not a fight that I'm looking forward to. Yourself?
Not really. I mean, Hrgovic won the fight, so he's definitely going to get uh, another fight against a top ranked opponent. I don't know if it'll be Dubois or who it could be, but he won the fight. It was a war. Like it's just two big guys slugging away, hitting at each other, and
Yeah.
it
It just
wasn't
looks
bad.
sluggish. It just
Well, they're
didn't
so
look.
heavy, right? They're not going to be
Yeah.
fast. That's what the little guys are for. But yeah, I didn't mind that. Joyce did exactly what I said he was going to do. I just thought Herc would be able to get him out of there earlier, and he wasn't able to. So hats off to Joyce for losing 4 to 5. He will fight again.
No, for sure, for sure.
He will
All
fight
right,
again.
here we go. Here we go. Let's move over to Australia. Tim Tszyu making his return. Your thoughts on it?
Well, I have a thorough breakdown of all of it on X, but I'm not going to get into all that right now because this show is a little bit more for a little bit breakdown. We want a little bit of entertainment too. I'm just going to break down round 4 where all went down quickly.
Yes,
What I'm going to
please.
be posting on X.
Whoops. You good?
Oh yeah,
Joey
I'm good.
Spencer, the American, coming out there, he took this fight on short notice, didn't he?
He did. Yeah.
So,
So round 4, basically, where it all went down. Tszyu went for the kill. He opened up with an uppercut, followed by that thudding left hook to Spencer's jaw and straight right hand. It wobbled him. He was in trouble after that. He's trapped Spence on the ropes. Tszyu unleashed a relentless barrage. Hooks to the head, body, culminating in a series of unanswered shots that swelled up Spencer's right eye. That was brutal. Spencer's corner threw in the towel, which was his dad, at
yeah.
218 in the fight. He took 41 punches in the round, which is a career high according to CompuBox numbers that Spencer has took against him. Tszyu came out, went for the kill, absolutely smashed him. I don't blame his dad for stopping that.
No.
Um, and
Now,
this fight was designed for exactly what it was. Let
exactly.
Tszyu beat up this guy. Nobody knows who
Yeah.
he is really. get a knockout, catapult him back up into the stratosphere of fighting big fights again. And he did
But
what he was supposed to do.
do you think that we have Tim Tszyu back though, or do we need to see another fight? In my opinion, I think he needs to step up his competition to get back to that level again. I mean, yeah, he did what he was supposed to do, but he would have done this against anyone else of that caliber, take nothing away from his opponent. But if you throw him back there with the lines again, do you see him standing a chance?
Maybe it's a step in the right direction. It definitely built his confidence. Definitely got him feeling like he's the old Tim Tszyu of old. I think we might have overhyped this guy over the years, possibly. We'll see. He'll have another chance at redemption going forward. He's going to get a big fight now, especially with he won that fight in spectacular fashion, right? So he's earned a big fight. I don't know who it'll be against. They're saying Keith Thurman. He's going to fight Keith Thurman. That's what they're saying.
Well, I mean, I think that'd probably be the best fight. Thurman's just coming off a victory as well. So, I mean, there's no excuses for any ring rust on either guy. So, I mean, this might be the proper measuring stick for both of them. I mean, Thurman's got a lot to prove, right? Even coming off that victory, people are still shitting on the guy.
Yep. So we'll see, because he has such a long layoff. He talks a big game and hasn't fought in so many years. He came back, he won. So, yeah, big fight. Thurman and Tszyu could be career changer for both of them. Whoever loses that is going to go right down in the dumps. So, I like to see it. I like Keith Thurman.
All right, brother man, let's move over. Here we are. We're going to Atlantic City, New Jersey. Atlantic City, yeah, in New Jersey. We got this weekend on the 12th. Boots Ennis making his return. Unification fight, man.
Yeah, so we got Jerome Boots Ennis versus Eimantas Stanionis, who not a lot of people know who he is. Both are undefeated. But this fight,
Ennis coming in
more thorough breakdown on X with this. I got it all broken down. But
Ennis is coming in 33-0 with 29 KOs against Stanionis 15-0. So we got the WBA, the WBC, and the ring title.
We have a big reach advantage here, a 6-inch reach advantage for Ennis. You know, Ennis is one of the most exciting fighters to watch. His last fight wasn't that great.
Last two fights
overall,
been great.
It's been good. This is a fight he's going to win. It's why they're having it. I mean, Stanionis has undefeated record also, but that could be deceiving too. It's a good fight. It's going to catapult Ennis up in the stratosphere.
I think Ennis ends this in about 9 to 10 rounds.
It's hard to say. He wants to come out strong.
Yeah. But he has something to prove based on his last two.
I'm just going to break down Stanionis a little bit because most people don't know who he is. So I'm just going to give everybody his key strengths here, which I got written down, which is posted on X. He loves his relentless pressure. He's durable. But he does not have a good gas tank. He gasses out. So which Ennis could, like you say, could be able to get him out. He excels inside, but he does with short, powerful hooks and a high work rate, rarely slowing signs of fatigue early on, but then at the end he gasses out. So we'll see if that plays into this. And obviously we all know what Ennis can do. He's exceptional speed, knockout power. He's got an 88% KO rate. Amazing. Versatility. He's got ring IQ. He's widely regarded as, like I said, one of the most talented fighters in boxing. They compare him to the likes of Mayweather and Roy Jones for all of his speed and excitement that he puts on the fight. So I hope we get the old Ennis back, breaks it down, flies around the ring, and finishes this guy because we want to see him fight the top fighters.
Well, you know, and maybe not having the fight in Philadelphia is going to be a benefit for him. Now he can just focus on boxing. You know what I mean?
They're doing this in Atlantic City, and it used to be was up there with Vegas. They've had Gotti fight there, Mayweather fought there against each other. They've had some big fights there. Now it's all in Vegas. So I'm glad they're going back to Atlantic City for some nostalgia feel to have that fight. And it's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So your prediction? I say 9 to 10 for Boots.
Yeah. I'm going to say
stoppage. I think he's just going to come to the pressure like Campbell did on against Tszyu.
I mean, Ennis got 2 inches on him. He's got 6 inches in reach. He's got 18 more fights. He's got an 88% knockout rate. Stanionis has a 60% knockout rate. So definitely the power is with Ennis. The question is, can Stanionis handle all that power, all that speed? He's going to hit him from angles and shots he's never seen before. I'm going to say probably round 7, round 8. I think the ref will stop it. But you never know. I wouldn't be surprised if it did go to a decision. But putting a bet down round 7, Ennis.
Well, I'm looking at it this way. When you talk about that reach advantage and stuff like that, like we don't have to go too far back. We just look at the Fedorov fight that just happened a couple of weeks ago. And I'm not, no disrespect to Fandora, but I mean there's a definitely levels between where Boots is and Fandora is, right? So I
Mhm.
mean, if he can use his reach and everything, I think this is going to be a quick night.
Yeah, I got two key questions for the fight. I'm going to put on next. Can Ennis keep Stanionis at bay with superior reach and footwork, or will Stanionis close the distance and turn it into a grueling war at best and test
I
each other's
think I
stamina? We'll
think
see.
really at the end of the day, the only option that Santonios has to do what you just said is if Boots starts slow and allows him to come in to do what he needs to do
Mm,
to build that confidence. If Boots works his jab and keeps that distance right from the beginning of the fight, then no.
yeah,
Right?
it's going
It
to
all
be a fun
depends on
fight.
Boots starts. It really depends on how Boots starts the fight. If he starts slow, Santonius has a chance, in my opinion.
Mm.
Right?
And a good undercard fight. I'll break it down on X. We got Raymond Ford versus Thomas Mattice, super featherweight WBA Continental North American title on the line. Always fun to watch Raymond Ford.
Yeah.
Lost a close decision to Nick Ball.
Yeah.
I love watching Raymond Ford. So that's a good undercard fight and should
No,
be
it's
a
a
good
good
night of
comeback
fights.
for him as well. He has something to prove as well. So, I mean, a lot of good stuff happening this weekend there. But, guy, let's talk about these few topics that just kind of, kind of breaking, kind of out there now. So, we know now that the WBC has mandated Shakur Stevenson to defend against William Zepeda. And I think this is great. I think this is a really good thing because now,
I have no problem with it.
well, no, well, the purses, the bids are up. If they can get everything sorted, this fight should happen in the summertime, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everyone keeps talking Shakira tank, Shakira tank. Perfect. You get Shakir versus Zepeda, and then you do the Lamont, the Roach versus Tank rematch.
Mm-hmm.
If both those guys win, these guys should be fighting in December, in my opinion.
Hopefully.
That should lead up to that fight, right? I mean, this is the way I'm looking at it. So, we'll get once we know the dates and everything, we'll break it down. But your thoughts on it? Zepeda, Shakir, is that the fight to make right now?
I'd rather see Shakur versus Lomo because I'm a huge Lomo fan, but that's probably not going to happen. Yeah, I'm fine with Cepeda versus Shakur. I'm glad that let the best guys fight.
Yeah,
Let's get it going, and I think it's a good fight. Shakur will probably beat him, but who knows? I want to see it, so I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's good.
And then do you think Tank comes back and takes out Lamont convincingly this time?
I thought Lamont won the last fight. No, I don't think so.
No, eh?
Everybody's gonna say it's a down night for Tank, but no, Lamont is that good. He figured him out.
I agree. I'm just throwing it out
Yeah,
there.
no, I know
Right?
what you're
I
saying.
mean,
Yeah, yeah. I want to see it. I love
but
watching
what
Tank.
was that? Yes, we all agree that Lamont won, but was it because that Tank didn't show up and showed up too late and realized, oh shit, this is real?
Yeah, I think he ran into a guy who wasn't scared of him. I'm not scared of
Right?
your power. I'm
But
going to
will
sit
that
in there and go with
change
you.
Tank's thought and process going forward into a rematch, though?
It
Or do
might.
we see, right? That's what I mean. Like, do we see the same result?
Tank wants to fight Lomo, right? He doesn't even want to fight Lomo. He wants that big money fight. I hope Lomo does it
Well,
because
I mean,
Lomo
it's
keeps
all up to
wasting time.
Lomo, man. Like, it's him, right? I mean,
They
he's
say he's injured, but he's not sure. But like, dude, either say you're going to make the big fights because Shakur wants you, Tank Davis wants you.
yeah.
Make a couple more $1 million fights, get 20, 30 million and call it a night. I know he's already rich as it is, but just kind of
All
holding
right,
on.
David Benavides, friend of the show. Congratulations. You are now the new 175 WBC light heavyweight champion. Light heavyweight, right? No, the
Yeah.
light. Yeah. Bivol didn't want to take the fight.
Who's no longer undisputed champion because he dropped that belt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He dropped the belt because he didn't want to take the fight. Because he'd rather do part 3 with Artur Biev, which I'm hearing is slated for October. This is what I'm hearing. What do you? I mean, David even said like it's not ideal way to take the title, but I'll take it and I'll do the best I can. Um, this is where I get issues with the governing bodies. Like the trilogy is going to happen, just let it happen and let it play out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would you strip of the guy? Now you've kind of taken a bit of the luster of that undisputed title. Like,
Yeah.
why would they even need to fight now?
It goes to show you. I said it before that obviously a couple shows ago. I said, yeah, no, Bivol will fight Benavidez. He's not fighting Benavidez, and he shouldn't. He's not scared of Benavidez.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
step in there with Beterbiev, you're not scared of Benavidez.
Exactly.
So Bivol's a class act. He could have kept undisputed and fought Benavidez, and didn't want to give it up. He's a class act, and he knew the right thing to do is to fight Beterbiev. We need to have a clear cut winner here. We will in October, and then after that, Benavidez, you just have to wait, dude.
No, I get that. I mean, it's not like he's the one who said, "Give me the."
That's got nothing to do with him, though.
Just right? He's just doing what the governing body's doing,
Yeah,
and he even selfly admitted, like, "Look, this is not the way I wanted to win this thing."
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So, I mean, he's owned up to that as well, right? So
He
I
just
mean,
wants one of those. He's never really fought a big pay-per-view star yet. He wants to fight better BF. He wants Bivol. He's just not getting it.
to
I
be
think
fair, I
he's
think the biggest name he's fought to date, in my opinion, is Caleb Plant.
yeah. He comes off as desperate sometimes the way he talks, and everybody's scared. No, Bivol's not scared of you, dude. He's stepped
Yeah.
with better BF twice, so that's out the window.
Well, I
It's a
mean, this is why he never got the Canelo fight.
mm-hmm.
Because Canelo, like if you're gonna be a whiny, and I love David, don't get me wrong, but I mean,
Yeah.
according, the way Canelo is speaking about him, like if you're gonna be a whiner, if you're gonna present yourself this way, why would I give you an opportunity?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think if they just had a different approach to the whole thing, that fight would have been happened already. We would have talked about it. It would have
Canelo's
been
not
in the
scared of him.
past.
No.
No, no, not at all. All right. What else do we have going on in the world of boxing, my friend? Anything happening in the history?
No, they're just. Oh yeah, I got some history for you here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We got a good one this time. Pull it up right here.
Please.
This week in boxing history, Sugar Ray Leonard scored a controversial upset to capture the middleweight championship with a controversial 12-round split decision over the one and only Marvelous Marvelin Hagler, and became a 3-division world champion at Caesar's Palace in the great outdoor arena in beautiful Las Vegas in 1987.
Wow.
38 years ago.
Crazy, 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 my friend. Crazy.
Yep. Controversial. Good fight. Fun to watch. It's on YouTube. People broke it down. And this is a Leonard retired a couple times before he came back to fight. He came back and he did that. So what a comeback after retiring a few times. And he took down Hagler. Controversial. Some people say Hagler won. Some people say Leonard won. But regardless, they gave the decision to Leonard.
Hitchinson versus Kambosos IBF title fight set for June 14th at MSG. Does he? I don't think Kambosos deserves a title shot, man.
No, probably not. But I don't blame him for taking it if he gets it.
Well, I mean, you can't blame any of these guys for taking it. We can say what we want about it, though, right? I mean, that's just the beauty of it.
And I got to point out the reason why, for commentators right now that are still going, the reason why Tim Bradley's my favorite commentator is when he was calling those fights, he was saying, this is not exciting. This is not a great fight. He's one of the only few commentators that will actually say that on a top-ranked card. And he knows Big Bob's listening to that. Yeah. He knows Bob will say, hey, what are you saying? And very few, and English commentators never do that.
No.
And Tim Bradley is the best commentator.
Well, I mean, how can you deny guy, and I take nothing away from all the other guys that commentate, but I mean, when you have a Tim Bradley there, when you have Sergio Mora, guys that have been in the ring, how can you deny them their opinion like that? They know they've been
because what people are saying is they don't want you criticizing.
No. But brand. If anyone's allowed to,
no, I know. But the thing is that there's a rule in boxing. They don't want you. So they don't want you. If you're a top rank, Bob doesn't want you criticizing his fight. This wasn't a good fight. You want to, you don't even sell it.
Yeah. I get it. But Bradley, that's what makes it so beautiful.
Yeah, Mora does it a little bit, but not like Bradley.
Yeah. All right, talking about Top Rank, I got the hat on. I love Top Rank. You love Top Rank. We say they got best the best
stable in boxing. Yeah.
Right. But they're really fucking up and dropping the ball with Inoue. This match is not selling. They're not selling tickets. It's not moving. They're not promoting it.
Nobody knows who he is over here unless you're a hardcore boxing fan.
But what I'm saying is Top Rank is doing a shitty job of promoting this fight. They need to do a better job.
I think it'll eventually.
They're killing it themselves, man.
I know. Eventually, it will sell out at T-Mobile, but they're going to drop the ticket.
I don't know if they will though.
They got it.
No one's talking about it. That's a great weekend of boxing that we got there. May 2nd, we got the Times Square card. May 3rd, we got Scroll and Canelo. And then the next day, the 4th, we got this great Inoue fight, right? We got 3 days of amazing boxing coming up in a row.
I just think that they might have overestimated how big of a star Inoue is. Yes, he is pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world. But the problem is, in North America, unless you're a big boxing fan, you don't know who the hell the guy is. I can go to the boxing right now and say his name, and nobody knows who he is.
No, I get that, but
that's the problem.
Top Rank is not even doing enough to promote it to get his name out there here.
I think what's going to happen here is going to have a big knockout, a big win, and this will be his coming out party. Then after this fight here,
I get that, but you want to have people there to see it too, though, right? Yeah.
I think it'll sell it when it's
not one of those. It's not like AEW's Collision where all the good shit happens on the show that nobody watches.
Mm-hmm. I think it'll sell it eventually.
No, I hope so, man. Because it's unfortunate.
Or they'll do what we do in one of our boxing shows. If they don't sell out, we comp them all. He filled
Yeah,
the
I know,
place
I
up.
get that. I get that. But I mean, it's almost embarrassing for Top Rank. Here's your opportunity. You finally got the guy coming into North America. You got him coming, finally fighting in Vegas in the time zone. I mean, think about it. Most of his fights happen on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday morning at 5 a.m.
Mhm.
It's not even a weekend. The
I
guy
know.
fights
Well,
on
he's not.
Tuesday.
He's fighting at a point nobody really knows who he is either.
Right, right. And even the day that he's fighting here, it's on a Sunday. It's not even on a Saturday in Vegas, so to speak, right?
Yeah,
So it's
but I'm
kind of
glad they're bringing him here,
I'm glad
which
they
is
are
good.
too.
But
Don't get me wrong. I just feel like Top Rank's not doing enough to promote them. They're not promoting the card. They're not promoting anything. Like if you didn't know about it, if you're not a boxing fan, like he said, no one knows it's happening.
I know
Right.
that's the
And at
sad part.
T-Mobile. So this is on the promotional department of Top Rank. They have to do a better job.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I think after if he does a spectacular knockout,
Yeah.
he'll
All
get
right,
it.
brother man. It looks like you got your hands full behind you. So we're gonna wrap this little
One more
up.
thing, De La Hoya is making a lot of waves. Have you seen what he's been saying?
No, fill me in, brother man.
Well, I can't say it on there. It's too much swearing. I've never sworn on one of our shows ever. I've done hundreds. He's basically saying, he's going at Dana White,
Yeah.
saying nobody's gonna box for you because you're not gonna pay them. You pay them peanuts. He's going at Bob Arum. He's going at he says I like Bob. Sorry, he wasn't going at Bob Arum. He's going at Todd DeBluff, saying you're ripping people off. You're doing all these things. I love Bob. He's going at his president. He's going at everybody. You got to go watch it. It's on Instagram. It's on X. He's doing his clap back. Thursdays are back. And
Okay.
He's also doing this new thing. It's called No Effing Way. And he's just going at everybody in boxing, and it's fun. I like De La Hoya. It's fun. It's funny.
Well, check it out.
There's some truth in it. There's a little bit of,
Yeah, no.
check it out though. It's fun.
Just to tear down the fourth wall a little bit here. I've been under the weather for the last week and a half. Just got hit with a really bad flu, man. No congestion, no runny nose, nothing. Just flu. I think that's worse. I'd rather have a cough and congestion than being stuck in the flu zone, man. I mean, the fever, just fever.
Yeah, where's you out?
Up and down. It just beat the shit out of me, man. And I've been training. I've been doing my exercise. I've been eating healthy. I feel great. I just got hit with something.
It happens.
Haven't been hit anything for 5 years, but you know what? This is a perfect example of not giving up and having faith and keeping up with your hard work. Granted, we couldn't record, but we did take that week off.
But you were still on one of your wrestling shows. I went on one of the boxing. So we're still active.
Yeah, we're still active. We're still doing our stuff. And
which is actually good. It's funny that we're branching out. You got these other podcasters that want you on their show to talk wrestling and all that stuff. And I got these other podcasters that want me on their boxing shows from England.
So it's good. It's perfect.
It's a good branch out, and then it all comes back to the home base.
It all comes home to us, right?
Exactly.
When we sit down to have dinner together, we're sharing the plate. So it's a beautiful thing.
So it's good. It's a good
thing. And then throw in the fact that I hit a landmark myself over the weekend. So kind of busy with a lot of that stuff and just dealing with that. So shout out to 50. Yay.
Yeah. F-150 is back, baby.
Yes. So we're rolling. Everything is beautiful. But guys and gals, honestly, this is what I wanted to share with you. I was really, really ill, but it didn't stop me. It didn't stop me from going to work. It didn't stop me. You know this.
I know this. You were there. Yep.
And that was probably one of the hardest weekends that we had at the job site.
Oh yeah, it's brutal not to be sick.
Right.
All night party there.
Right. Forget the fact that I was sick. Everything else around it that could possibly have gotten a bit haywire happened that weekend.
It was mayhem.
Yeah. It was mayhem that weekend. But I mean, nothing that we can handle, right?
Yeah.
Prime example, we do not give up here at Samp&Chance. We don't give up in life. Exactly. Illnesses don't stop us. You got to basically put it on our deathbed for us to stop.
Well said.
Right? And that's just the way we work. That's just the way we do it. These are the things. I'm only sharing this with you people because I don't like to share these kind of stuff, but I want you to know what hard work, faith, and patience looks like. I could have given up. We could have given up.
Mm-hmm.
I could have gone home.
Yep.
But I didn't. We fought through it.
Nobody would have blamed you either when you're that sick.
No, and we fought through it. We did what we had to do, and it's a beautiful thing because you know what? I feel great. I can run a marathon now.
Good.
Nothing can stop us, right? So just wanted to share that with everybody and just let everybody know that no matter what it is. I mean, yes, I can understand if it's really, really bad, you can't do anything, then don't. You have to take care of your health.
Yeah.
But if you can do it, do it. There are no excuses in this world. There are no excuses in life.
Yeah.
The only
Well
person
said.
holding you down is yourself, not the people around you. The naysayers, the people that you think that are against you, yeah, they're against you, but they're not holding you back. Only you're holding yourself back.
Yeah.
So never stop fighting the good fight. Never give up, and just keep going, man and girls. Right? There's no excuses. I'm Bobby Sampson. He's Mr. Chance Michaels.
And in the words of the great ACDC, those that download, like, and subscribe to the podcast, we salute you.
We do salute you guys. Have a great weekend. The days are getting longer. Hopefully things start to warm up. It's kind of been chilly up and down here on the West Coast, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain. My sister lives in London, Ontario. They had snowstorms over the last couple of days.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky.
Right. So we've been very lucky here. We've had what, 2 days of snow?
Something like that. Yeah, a day and a half.
Total.
Yeah.
Right. Overall. But other than that, guys and gals, enjoy the weekend. Be safe. Enjoy the fights.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. Samp and Chance. We'll talk to you later.